nothing love ya, even though the skies are grey above ya. Hey there, Yorkshire.
Greetings gamers, welcome back everyone to AccessEuphoria and the Leeds United beta series. I still have the game, I've not actually closed it since the full game released, sort of last night, so technically it's still on the beta. Once I record this episode I'm going to close it down and load up on the full game, and then sort of from tomorrow's episode we'll be on the full game. We will finish off this season with Leeds United and then we will be moving on to our Journey series. I will explain more about that at the end, and that will be our next series. Although a lot of you are asking about continuing this one, so if you do want to keep seeing it continue, I will do a poll at the end of this season, and if enough people want to see it, maybe we'll do it as a kind of mini-series that we do sort of a couple of episodes a week, or we might even do it as a stream save where we can all sort of get together and hopefully have some fun with it. So I will leave that up to you. Get involved in the poll when I do that at the end of the season. Now then, we play Real Madrid again and Norwich, so let's go get into it. And we are here, and we've played a few games obviously since we last met, which I need to remember what it was now. Oh god, it's always difficult trying to do this bit and remember what on earth we did. We did do those games. I don't think we did that one. Yeah, I think we did the Zenit and Tottenham game in the last episode. So we played Wolves, 2-1 victory there. It was a, not amazing performance, but we did like okay. 2-0 up, there you pulled one back. We deserved it, but just kind of one of those meh sort of games. Crystal Palace, all over them, solid 3-0. Dinamo, just destroyed Dinamo, 5-1 in the home leg against them. 0-0 against Fulham was pretty disappointing, to be honest. And, it's one of those games, though, you're going to have little dips and things. 4-0 against City, though, was extraordinary. We just absolutely outplayed them off the field, guys, and got the 4-0 victory, which is awesome. We now play Norwich at home, who are 17, so hopefully should be a decent result for us, although we did struggle against Fulham, who are like rock bottom of the league. And then we have the final Champions League group game against Real Madrid. So let's go get into things. But before we do, I will quickly show you, in terms of goal scorers, Rodrigo is up there with 17 goals, Rafinha with 13. Rafinha also has 7 assists, so he's contributed to 20 goals this season so far, which is awesome. Dumfries with 6 assists, which is good to see from 13 games. And then 5 for Mario, 5 for Shackleton, 4 for Phillips, and it kind of goes down from there. Interesting to see on the left-hand side, not a lot of assists sort of coming in. Dallas and Leif Davis were just 3 to 6 from Dumfries. So the right-hand side definitely seems to be more kind of doing for us, so to speak. But yeah, let's kind of get into the game, see what we're doing. This is the team selection then. We're going with Meslier in goal, with Dumfries, Cooper, Big D and Davis, Phillips, Boguj, Mario, Rafinha, Harrison and Greenwood. It is rotated, but that is because we've got the Champions League game, which I'd rather put the full strength side out and see if we can go undefeated in the Champions League group stage. But also 6 goals for Greenwood. He's been pretty good. Like, we've needed him. We've been doing a lot of rotation during this period, so we've basically been using everyone. We've also had a few injuries and things like that. You might have spotted a couple there. But everyone's been performing pretty well, and Greenwood especially has done amazingly for obviously being a young player. Let's go say, yeah, just go for that one. It's always tough to go which ones to go with on these games. I never like to put pressure on the squad and say expect wins, but maybe I probably should do that for these games where you kind of the definite big team. They are struggling at the bottom of the league. We're obviously flying pretty damn good at the minute, and we should be expecting a bit more. Good save from Meslier there. So Leeds fans, what do you think to the Arsenal game last night? That can be the question of the day. If anyone, if you caught up with the result, what did you think to that? I think we're really unlucky not to win that one, especially from that guy there hitting the post and a few others. As Boguj goes close, unluckily didn't get it there. But the pressure's on. 7 minutes into the game, Click playing against us there. Obviously, it sold him on to Norwich as Mario comes forward to Rafinha. It's cut out though. Cleared as far as Pukki. Still playing for Norwich, and thought we could have dealt with that a bit better there. That was a bit of a poor block from us, and Cantwell, with his 6th goal of the season, makes it 1-0 to Norwich. Not ideal, guys, not ideal. We seem to be performing a little bit worse against them, worser teams. Maybe it's a motivation thing, or maybe they just want it more. Not quite sure what, but yeah, let's see if we can bounce back into this one. Although they do have another highlight here. We don't want to concede a second, and Ooh, that's a bad trick from Davis. We are rotated. I do sort of understand that. So maybe it probably is quite heavily rotated, I would say, as well. But they are quality players that have been performing. So Click to step up against us. Oh, how heartbreaking is that? That Matthias Click scores against us to make it 2-0. That's frustrating. And that's gut-wrenching that our ex-player did that. But, here's where it is. Let's see if we can pull another. I mean, that's offside. What? How are you offside from a corner? Or was that a throw-in? But even then, you can't be offside from throw-ins. Not quite sure what went on there. I think it's allowed, but I don't know. I'm sure that was like a corner or something, and don't see how you'd be offside there. But anyway, whatever. Sure. Let's just go on. We have done a fire up, so hopefully we'll see a reaction from him. Oh, so hoping that's been resolved in the main game, which, like I said, I will be using from after this episode, as Harrison bursting forward here. Through to Greenwood. Greenwood! That is more like it, boys. Greenwood. I'm pretty sure that's like his 7th of the season there. He's been solid as a good young rotation option. And that's kind of why I felt confident enough to sort of let, the Bamfords go and whatnot, and not really have to get in like a proper backup or anything. He was, when you looked at him, he just looked like really good. He's got potential. And I felt, yeah, this guy can do the job. And if Rodrigo kept banging him in, which he is doing for us, then we wouldn't need someone else that's just going to challenge for that number kind of 1 spot. Anyway, if you had a couple of strikers, then maybe I would have brought someone else in, but just a one up top. You just need like a good, solid young player to back them up, and we've got that in Greenwood. Not our best performance at the minute. We are still down a goal. Going to try and maybe fire them up a little bit. I expect to see much better in the second half. Let's go out there, boys. And let's see if we can first equalise, and then secondly, try and take the lead in this game. We are at home. I am going to sort of encourage the boys. Phillips, Mario, Rafinha. We have still got a lot of quality out there, so it's not like we're completely the young kids. As the ball's put in, Click clears. Davis to Phillips. Ooh, that was a decent attempt to get through there. As Davis goes close and just wide, but pressure's on. We're creating chances, which is good to see. Come on, boys. Come on, we need the breakthrough now. 60 minutes on the clock. Let's have a little look at who's performing and who's like the worst performers out there. Mario's not doing great. Meslier having a poor game. I don't think he's done that wrong, so a little bit annoyed about that. But goals, I think we'll bring, I don't really want to bring Wilshire on, to be honest, but we'll bring Wilshire on. I'm not really used in this year much, but we'll see what he can do. And I think Harrison for Costa, bring him on. Bit of fresh legs in a couple of areas. Let's just see if they can make an impact here. We'll fire the guys up again. We'll even go very attacking for this final 20 minutes of the game. See if we can do something here. Bit of a, I mean, they're kind of going quite defensive now, but this would be quite a shock defeat if we don't pull this one. And it'd be a disappointing draw even if we do pull level, but at the minute, nothing is happening. I think we're going to put Greenwood out wide for Rafinha and then bring Rodrigo on. Let's just see if he can make an impact in the final 5 minutes. It's not looking likely, boys. That was poor. That was not the way I saw this going. Far from pleased. We move on to Real Madrid then. We'll bring a few of the big guns back, but yeah, pretty disappointed with that one. 2-1 defeat to Norwich. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But let's go and try and get the 100% record in the Champions League group. That's our little goal for today's episode. Anyway, let's see if we can do it. Boys and girls, we are back for the Real Madrid game then. So, a couple of changes made. Dallas will return. Aya returns, even though he's knackered and still keeps moaning about really needing rest. Not a lot to do in midfield because, as you might have noticed before, Sturridge injured, Shackleton injured, and Oxlade-Chamberlain injured. Geldat is also injured. You can see here, 2 to 4 weeks. 2 months for Shackleton and 3 weeks there. So a little bit frustrating that one. It has left us quite exposed in the centre of midfield. We have got January coming up, so we might potentially look in that midfield area and bring someone else in as well because, I mean, Mario has been alright but not amazing for us. Yeah. And obviously we're trying to still get rid of Wilshire. Ox has been pretty decent, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with Ox. 7 rating overall. It seems to be an underrated role. You don't get amazing performances out of that one. It's just kind of doing a bit of everything, so you get mixed bag there, but it would be nice to maybe get a little bit more depth in that one, potentially. Because struggling a bit, and obviously Shackleton, a couple of weeks injury there. Who was the month one? Oh, yeah, 2 months. 6 weeks, 2 months for Shackleton. So he's been quite a sort of decent, dependable, just under 7 rating kind of player. So yeah, we'll might have a look at that one. But we also got Rapina, Harrison, Dumfries, Rodrigo's in. So yeah, we'll see what we can do here, guys. Hopefully we can bounce back from that disappointing defeat to Norwich with a awesome victory over Real and go and get Palin and Misery. Yeah, some players didn't enjoy that. I never know which we'll go with some of these. Some of these, I'm just like, meh, we'll see. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could get a 100% record here. It'd be very unexpected. Like, I did not expect that when I saw the group. I thought, we might scrape into second spot potentially, depending on the Zenit Dinamo games as Harrison cuts it forward. Rodrigo saved by the keeper there. I'm not sure who is in goal. Is it, what's his face? Courtois, that's it. So yeah, I was not expecting this kind of performance in Champions League, but it has been awesome. Oh, Benzema going close for Real there. Interested to see who we get in the knockouts, though. I am very much interested to see who we can get there and if we can do some bits against them as well. So far, then, pretty even. Obviously, we're edging chances, but they're edging possessions, so pretty even game so far. I'm going to dish out a little encouragement. Not that many highlights really been seen here, which is, yeah, is what it is. And they're kind of coming back into it a little bit in the chance as well. That is half-time already, not a lot going on. Let's say, yeah, grab a goal, make us favourites. Come on, boys. I'm going to do... go demand more. We'll demand more, other guys. Obviously, they've got a really good squad. You know, there's a lot of decent names in there. Don't recognise that one, though, which is interesting. But, yeah, definitely a good squad. Very even. I'd probably say maybe even they're slightly edging it with a higher possession. But let's see what happens here. Odriozola to Wendell, Casemiro. The guy, I have no idea who he is. Dallas hooks it clear. Nice bit of play for us, though. Harrison. Oh, he's still got it, actually. Bugurs. Back to Harrison. Needs some support there. Goes it alone and does actually beat his man a little bit there. Into Dallas now. Goes back to Phillips. Back to Dallas. Need to whip something in here, guys. Oh, that's the one. That is the one. Couldn't apply the finish, though. Could not apply the finish. Think we're going to bring Harrison off. He's having a poor game, although so is everyone really, which is not ideal. Bring Greenwood on that side. I think Wilshere for Bugurs. And yeah, a couple of changes. Let's just see a bit of fresh legs. See if we can get just an extra bit out of the boys, as they do get a corner kick there. If we can just keep a clean sheet, then we've always got a chance. So let's try and defend well and see if we can break and get a chance or two at the other end. Again, very even game. Probably they're slightly edging it now, I would say. Luke Ayling for Dumfries. Yeah, he's on a booking. We'll bring Ayling on. We don't have that tons of options on the bench now with the injuries, but we'll do that. Kind of got fresh legs in all areas of the pitch. Then Dallas with a long throw. Tries to find Rafinha. Cleared. And their players in space, but Ayew with a nice solid header there. Phillips, Big D, Wilshere. Come on. That's why I want to get rid of you, Wilshere. Benzema, Odriozola. Come on. Defend this. No. Sense the disappointment there, boys. Not great. 2 defeats in this episode. That's unlike us. And they've gone 4-4-2. They've gone very British. There's no point in really doing anything. At the death, they've won that one. We are still underdogs, so I can't berate them, but that's disappointing. 100% record in the Champions League gone, but we still qualify with comfortable ease, and Real Madrid actually go out. They must have lost on the head-to-head there, but yeah, 7 points, 15 for us, 14 goal difference. Beautiful stuff. Top spots. Let's see if that gets us a better draw. I've tended to find that sometimes finishing top actually gets you a worse draw, because you know, it's like Man United or something that have come second, but we'll see what happens, guys. Who do I want? I'm not really bothered. We'll bring them all along, guys. We'll take everybody on. But yeah, not ideal to have lost 2 games in today's episode. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. We're going to collapse in this sort of second half of the season. Really hoping we bounce back with the Brighton game. We've also got what should be a decent opposition against Bristol City there. I'm assuming Championship they are indeed. So hopefully we can get a couple of decent wins, get back to sort of fitness and form, and then sort of hit this run in then, where we've obviously got a few tougher games coming up, especially around here with Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool all in a row. And I think that's probably what I'm going to come back for. Somewhere maybe the Arsenal-Chelsea game, depending on Champions League. Not sure when that'll come in to play, but we'll kind of come around here somewhere. Might even be Arsenal-Southampton, just give it a bit of a mix. But either way, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, smash the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you soon, guys.